So here's the wild tour story. I actually haven't really been on a major tour, but I went on a tour when I was up and coming because I had won like a contest. So I ended up going by myself. I couldn't go with none of my managers or nobody. So I was kind of messed up in the head that I didn't have nobody to go with me. I really didn't even have no money in my pocket. I just wanted. I'm like, I can't miss this. So if I got to take that risk, it is what it is. So man, the craziest thing is I ended up forgetting one of my lyrics to the first show, and I felt bad. I felt so bad because I'm like, how? But I think that played a part of me not bringing like nobody down there with me, as far as my managers, and so I don't know. I regretted that, and ever since then I just been on point with that. So that's one of the craziest. I was just touring with independent people. Like I was on the up and coming, and yeah, just independent people, and it was probably like maybe I think the first stop we did was Denver, and it was probably like over 300, 400 people there, like 300, 400 people there, and it was crazy because I like a lot of people was rooting for me. Like back home, why wasn't you moving like this? Like what's the difference between back home and now? Like how did you forget? So yeah, I felt bad after that. Here's the funny celebrity interaction I had with Mike Epps. It was crazy because Bodie, my manager, he linked me up with him. I ain't gonna say I thought he was playing, but I'm like, okay, well, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be humbled until I, you know what I'm saying, until I run it. So I believe Mike Epps is from Indy, but his brother is from the west side of Chicago where I grew up. It's crazy. I got to meet Mike Epps in his house in LA. And when we got there, his little brother, he's from out west. And I guess he's about 17, 18, one of them. But Mike Epps was explaining to me how he been heard of my music. He just wanted to see like how far was I gonna go before even Bo even introduced us. He said he already was listening to me. So first thing he asked me is, do I drink? He ain't asked me like how is the music going? He just asked me like, do you drink? You smoke? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I sip a little something. He got to ask me what's, you know what I'm saying, what do I prefer? So he ended up going to his he had like a pantry, and when he opened the pantry, all type of boxes like cardboard, like all type of boxes, but you would never think what's inside of them. So he threw me he grabbed a box, he threw it to me, and when I opened it, it was all pre-rolled backwoods, and he just got to I don't know, he just being himself, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to crack too many jokes. He wanted us to see he wanted me to see the real him, like, and you know what I'm saying? He was saying a little stuff, but I was just more excited to meet him than actually, you know what I'm saying, hear a joke or something from him, because like it was big on my end. So a lot of situations I've been in, I didn't really look at it as kind of being like too funny, because I didn't take it as being funny. Even if they were trying to be funny, I just took everything in as a lesson. He kept asking me, was I ready? And then I'm like, the first time he asked me, was I ready? I ain't too much really give him no answer. He asked me again, and I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you know you're not, because you answered too fast. What I meant by is you ready is you ready. Like just sit back and just think of that. Are you ready? And I just got to sitting back and thinking it. And then I said, yeah, again. He like, nah, you're not ready. You ain't ready for what's about to come to you. Same thing, you know, other people be telling me as far as how much of a star I am, and pretty much what he was telling me, but in short words. But he just asked me, basically just asking me, am I ready for? And now I see what he mean by am I ready? I wasn't ready then, but now I can say I'm ready. If I can talk to the younger Hitta, I would tell him, because I know he would probably want to chose this lifestyle as well. So basically, what I would have told the younger Hitta was, I would have gave him so much knowledge. I would have broke it down to him, whether he liked it, how I felt or not. I would have broke it down to him and gave him the ins and outs on everything. I would have prepared him for this life. I would just basically just tell him, know your paperwork. Know who you let live your dreams for you. Let you know what I'm saying? Understand why people come into your life. It's reasons why people come into your life. Just basically tell them about the streets, you know, like, because the streets is so bad I've been out the streets since 2017, and it's still hunting me to this day. So that's like one of the main things I will be big on talking to him about, choosing which side you want to do. If you're gonna choose this, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be in the streets, and you gotta go full throttle with the music, because apparently the streets gonna win off back. So you know what I'm saying, like you wanna put yourself in that position where you have to pick and choose. It's gonna be hard. So that's what I did. I set myself up in a position, but didn't even know I was setting myself up like that. So when things started happening, it was kind of hard for me to like figure out like, why are these things happening? But that's what I set myself up for. Balance is what I did. Also, but you know, I would tell him about how to learn balance and time, because if you can't balance certain things out, you will feel it'll tear you down bad. So I'm just kind of learning how to balance certain things out, and it's actually coming along. It's new. Being a dad and how it changed my life. It see, before I had my son, yes, I did believe in God. I did, but I didn't. I was still skeptical, because I'm like, okay, well, this thing's is still happening. I believe in him, but if you believe in God, in your head, you think, oh well, since I believe in God, he's supposed to do this and he's supposed to make this happen, that happen. In my head, that's what I was thinking. Oh, this is supposed to happen, this, but no, it didn't work that way. Then I had my son, and it just gave me a different energy on why to be here. Before I had my son, I used to be depressed a lot, just for some of the smallest things. But it's like, I don't know, it's he helped me how to communicate with myself. He helped me find myself. He helped me how to be a role model for my little family, as far as my mother, my siblings, because I'm the first one out of all us to get big, or you know, gain notoriety. So you know what I'm saying, having my son, he taught me like what was the real meaning of, you know what I'm saying, having a family. Like that's what it was. And then once I had my daughter, oh, that really just, I don't have time for nothing. I don't hang out. I don't even, man, I barely want to go get something to eat when I'm with my daughter. It's just how I am. Because it's like anything outside of that, I'm going to lose it. Because I done lost too many friends within this year. The last few years, but this year, I really, you know what I'm saying, that really did it. So them being in my life is like, I couldn't ask for nothing more.